All those classless Hollywood morons and world leaders struck again. They just sent me the trailer to a movie, and I started doing a little research when they sent me the Carrie trailer in 2013, and they said, "You have that power." Now, I was suspicious I had telekinesis because when I'm upset, I thought maybe it was a ghost in the house. Water will just gush from the pipes, things like that. And so they said I have enough electricity to light up a town. And so I told you how my brain was invaded, how I started off getting headaches and when I was sleepy, headaches that would make me cry. It would just be so awful, not like normal headaches. I went to Walter Reed Hospital, Walter Reed Military Base for over a week because my husband was attending a conference there, and I'd go to like the medical library where they had like Abe Lincoln's bullet, some of his remains in a jar, and I would do research. And I went to Smithsonian 2 or 3 times, and I went to the Space Museum, and I went to the Art Museum. Then I saw Al Pacino on the same street, stood and watched for a couple hours him filming a movie called The Recruit. So I was seen by a lot of people. I got very ill. I lost 10 pounds in 1 month. No one had ever seen me so sick. I was too sick to eat. And after that, I developed this intense fear I didn't understand, and my temples would just start pulsating for no reason. You could see them just throbbing as if something from above was just making them contract. Started having my head burn on top. Didn't know what the hell was going on. I just didn't know. I didn't know for years. And then all of a sudden, my stepdaughter wanted to come and visit for the first time since we lived in our house for 10 years. My stepson asked to visit when he'd never been to this house in 10 years. Very strange things started happening, and for some reason, both of my husband's kids called up when they knew our birthday. Didn't make any sense. Next thing I know, they're going to like these government places and places where you hold the aisle, and same place I think they're sending my friend Robert, who's a singer. And I didn't know they were being groomed for some kind of, I think, New World Order thing. So I guess, okay, I'm the guinea pig, I suppose, because I'm a Christian. Well, my husband used to always tell me, I always woke up with a smile on my face, always in a good mood, and he said I never had to wear makeup in the morning because I would wake up looking radiant, and that's what he used to tell me every morning. And I always had a happy-go-lucky streak. No matter what happened to me, I always stayed positive. If I could get run over by a car, have a car accident, but I stayed always positive, and I owed it all to God. And I made everybody around me, they said, feel good. I used to have strangers all the time tell me that I comforted them. I brought them peace. Even the nuns at the Our Lady of the Angels used to say, when I visited, they loved it. They said, people drew to me, and they said that my mission in life was to make other people feel peace. And I remember a preacher told me when I went to the Baptist church at Portland, he said I had a smile that was going to win a lot of hearts for God. So I always had this inner radiance about me that made me bring peace to other people. I didn't necessarily feel peace all the time. I had a lot of pain, you know, a lot of, through my imagination growing up, a lot of turmoil through struggling with the Baptist church and not understanding the preachers that were screaming about hell and brimstone and trying to put fear in me. Things like that, of that nature, that terrified me as a child. I had a lot of my own struggles and fear, and a lot of it came from watching horror stories when I was small. I wish I never did that, because I think when I did that and I started writing stories, I even wrote Christian stories. My stories always had a good ending. These bad people came and were drawn to me. And they told me years later I was beauty and innocence too powerful to resist, and they wanted to destroy it. Their goal is to destroy all innocence and angels on the planet. Look at the things they're making Hollywood people do now. They started off stealing everything and torturing me, but they would give things to people they said that were atheists, or people they said that would agree to be bisexual and things. And I'm from the South. I didn't even heard of that stuff at the time. It was not a big thing. I was not a sexual pervert. I was not interested in having sex with a bunch of strange men. They tried to get me too high up. I wasn't interested in joining the Illuminati like they tried to get me to. It's not where I came from. It's not who I am. But they want to destroy everything about my makeup. So they based movies on my torture, my suffering. And every time I would write, like I first started writing about the people that stole my work, and I wrote about how they were stealing from writers' conferences and how they were using notoriety, the film industry, to lure innocents to invade their home, like my home, and study them and invade their mind and control the brain and to take pictures like they did in my house without my awareness and share it with locals, naked pictures, things. I told everybody about it. But the most horrifying thing was when they hacked my brain. And now they're trying to get me to marry some guy I don't know and be raped in the moonlight and have my heart taken out. This is all satanic. I've been a part of their whole satanic group since they met me, even though I don't want anything to do with them. They've been having rituals and they've been doing evil things off my power. And so now they want me to see this movie. Well, I told you the past couple weeks how they've been making it where I can't see good out my eyes. I'm losing feeling in my hands because they attack them every night. When I get up, I've fallen and hit the floor a few times because they numb my feet in my sleep. And they're telling me every week, and we're giving you lupus because we're destroying your liver and your internal organs with these weapons. Every day you can see them go and give me a message at Pinterest, we're giving you MS. Well, in this trailer that they wanted me to see that's based on me, a girl wakes up every day happy like my husband said I did. And people at her job are telling her in the trailer, it's a crime to be happy like you always are. You're always smiling like they tell me. They say you miss the old you, the smiling you, the happy you. We destroyed you. And then the girl in the movie, all of a sudden her whole rosy world is destroyed because something starts happening in her brain and she doesn't know what. And her body is attacking her and shutting down, and things are happening that are making her very ill, just like with me. But she goes to all these doctors and it doesn't show up in MRI, it doesn't show up in a CAT scan. No one can figure why this girl is dying and all these symptoms are affecting her, because it's the same thing that's being done to me. This is the untraceable kill. They are killing people everywhere. And they tell me that there's nothing I can do. They say they have my heart and they have my brain. And they've killed my relatives. They've damaged them. They stalk them. They stalk me. They've had people in high places come in my home. They've stolen my computers. They've busted up all my properties. They've even busted up my computers. And they did films off of it. And they wrote stories off my suffering. And they stole all my life's work. Not only stuff I wrote when I was young, that I had in my home and I had on my computers, but also new stuff. Every time I tell you a crime they committed, law enforcement protects them and they get a new story. So in this story, she loses her life just like me every day. And everyone around her doesn't know because people are blind. No one could see these things would happen. No one knows they've been enslaved. The devil or some evil power has enslaved them through this modern technology, through space and like computer technology and all these other scientific gadgets these people are running around, they carry in their pocket that mark my brain. They're given to even juveniles for cheap video games and easy money. They're even going in the tunnels of New York to get homeless people to be a part of their criminal network. They're luring kids to the dark side, and they just tell me I'm defenseless. They send me Darth Vader things all the time and tell me join the dark side. They send me witchcraft things. They do Disney characters in my likeness and send me Disney stuff. And I think things have finally reached a breaking point, though, you know. And I think God is angry. Well, somebody wants me to keep talking because I can't shut my iPad off. They control all my things. I could name off all the stories they've done, but I know that everything they've ever did to me has been seen and felt by God, and I know that spirit in me that smiled every day was the Holy Spirit. And I know my enthusiasm for life came from God, godly things that inspired me. My best friend that was a nun, Sister Alowina, she also was used. I put her on a book cover, and then they did a recent movie based on a nun, and they also took part of my book cover and put it on a movie poster called The Last Exorcism. And they turned my nun into a creature. And they told me that they're going to possess me like they do the girl in the story. It was blasphemy. They were mad I did a story about her. And I put a cross on there. And I said, this is her cross because I want people to see that and be drawn to the book only to believe in Jesus Christ. And they put, believe in him by the cross. It shows you they are killing Christians. And that they had it in for me from the beginning. They said I'm the chosen kill. They said they want to sacrifice me to the devil in the moonlight. They say they want to make me evil. They say they want to make me this Jezebel and rape me. They say that I have no way out. They will catch me and finish me in the end. They send me that song. They say we're gonna take you down. Nothing's gonna stop us. It's called "You Win Again" by the Bee Gees. They send other songs that have to do with death, but they're always doing characters with my face, with me being attacked by the devil and by this cult and murdered. And also they do all kinds of drawings of me with my insides cut out on nights they're tearing open my stomach, with my throat being eaten by a vampire on nights that they're attacking my neck region, of me going blind because they are making me blind. You know, it's just crazy. But when you took God out of the schools and people stopped talking about God, and you let Hollywood and all of these dirtball corporations and evil killers in the world make you feel bad to talk about God, you stop praising God and thanking God, guess what happened? Look, your children are now mind control puppets and sex toys. And you'll never be able to protect them. These people will rape them. They're all pedophiles. And every day I'm getting something now from Disney that says, we love pizza. We love pizza. And the day they sent me this cartoon shirt, eat more pizza. Well, hey, they got new Disneyland theme parks going up with underground tunnels. And you see what they like to do with little girls like Miley Cyrus and Britney. I can't shut this iPad off, so I'm going to keep talking for a few more minutes. And they tell me I have to keep writing or I'm dying. They're only keeping me alive to torture me for stories, but I am dying. I feel it. So they're making my life a lot more painful because they will use you and abuse you until you're dead. They're even killing celebrities. They're drinking people's blood. They're going to take you to hell, they say. They want to sack everybody to the devil and take the whole world to hell, and only pick and choose the people that they want. And powerless.